Good evening, everybody. This piece of property you're buying for this bike trail, this Norfolk Southern, is that the railroad track here? That piece of property goes at the end of my street, and I've walked it many times. And there's a buried petroleum line along that piece of property, and I'm wondering about the environmental liability. Is somebody going to have to clean it up? If you buy the property, what is the liability of any environmental issues similar to the Liberty Ford property? I mean, they're going to buy a piece of property and then find out it's going to cost millions and millions of dollars to mitigate the oil that's in there. I don't know if I don't even know if it's active. I know at one time is it still active?
It's not.
So what's the disposition of that pipeline? And it's a big pipeline because there are areas where it is exposed and you can see it. And they have markers up and down there indicating where it's at. So I'm just wondering, what's going on. Have you considered that? Have you checked with the EPA on what the disposition is of that line? Or is that included in the deal, the petroleum pipeline?
Yeah, we've been working for years with Norfolk Southern. We have our lawyers working on it specifically. They'll be taking all the rail off of it as part of the agreement.
That's not my concern, the rail. It's the pipeline that's next to the rail. It's only about 10 feet from the...
Yeah.
You know about it because it goes right through your backyard.
Well, it's the city may own the property, but there's going to be an easement for the pipeline still. They got fiber optics going through there. John, if I say something stupid, let me know. Fiber optics, they're going through it. The petroleum, jet fuel.
I heard they got all kinds of
a lot
hydrocarbons
of
flowing
and there's a
through
few
there.
of them that are actually abandoned. There's like four lines maybe going through there, possibly. I don't know if you remember, but it'll still be the same easement. I don't think that's going to change.
I hate to say this, and John's my resident. When do we follow the rules and when do we not follow, or our protocols, right? Sometimes we respond, sometimes we don't respond. I just want to be consistent. I hear.
I never stop people, Jeremy. If somebody wants to respond during it, I try to say, our practice is normally we wait till the end of the meeting, and if any of us want to, but I'm not, going to be the dictator here and say, no, you shouldn't respond.
Okay.
Normally I would prefer if we waited until our comments, but
Well, I guess my question is, that pipeline breaks and there's a spill, who's responsible for cleaning it up? Is it the city?
I wouldn't assume the pipeline.
Don't you think you ought to investigate that? Maybe call the EPA, maybe talk to your attorney here? I would.
yeah, he'll respond.
I mean, it's a huge liability, I think needs to be investigated before you proceed with this.
Okay. Thank you.
So, anyway, just thought I'd bring something up for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.